Tonight on EA Sports, it's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Gunners taking on the Mexico City Diablos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Mexico City Diablos and the Houston Gunners. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is...
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done, in his mind, each and every time.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 57 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy defenses had better focus on.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Madden. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On second down, they'll run it here. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. On second down, there's the option going left. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up 3rd and goal. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now on 4th down, out comes the from the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
To throw on 2nd down. Madden over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. on 3rd and 2.
Madden, and that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Second and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go option to the short side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Out here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Madden. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Madden over the middle. That's caught by McLeod. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Three yards remain for second down. He'll keep it himself. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for Fender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now out comes Houston. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Madden. He's got a man. Complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Madden. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Madden. Throw left side complete. That's Sherman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Gunners are back within a score.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll make it 13-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too. Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Second and 13. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off the play fake. Madden. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Madden. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Madden. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Madden. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Gunners are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards. Up the conversion on 3rd.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll look to throw again. He's got quick. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. and they're off to a fast start here.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Madden. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off play action. Madden. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Gunners will add to their 4th quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Now the try here for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means after plays, harder to move it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Diablos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
And the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Madden, he finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Madden. And this
This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's brought down inside the 18-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Madden. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Now the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd down and inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.